Hey there. So what we'll do now is we're going to import some data into MetaTrader 4. The purpose mainly is for back testing. Often we only get 1, maybe 2 or 3 months of data, and we usually want more, at least a year, maybe 2 years to be able to work with. So there's a few steps we need to do. First thing we'll do is make sure you have your MetaTrader platform open, you're logged in, and you can have a 1-minute chart open, although it's not necessary. First we need to just go to Tools, Options, and we need to upgrade the number of bars we're allowed in History and Chart in order to make this work. So I put in 1.5 million, so 1,500,000, and just put that in both the max bars in History and max bars in Chart. This is under the Charts tab. Once you do that, we'll come back to Tools, and we're going to go to the History Center. Okay, or you can click F2. What you want to do is you want to go to the currency that you're going to import the data for. In this case, we're going to use the Euro USD. And just double click on the 1-minute chart data. And the first thing we want to do is we want to delete the data we have. So select the first record, scroll down to the bottom, and while clicking your Shift key, select the bottom record so everything is highlighted, and then go ahead and click Delete. And just take a few seconds for that to take effect. So now we have no data. You might see a few ticks here as data starts coming in. Then go ahead and click the Import button. And when that comes up, you'll get a window specifying some certain parameters you need to put in. So what I've done here is I've referenced the CSV file that I have. You would point to whatever location you know you put that file in. And typically you would shift the number of hours for the time zone your platform's in. So what that means is the data you have in these CSV files is typically in GMT, on the GMT time zone. So if you're using Go Markets, there's usually a 3-hour shift on that platform from GMT. Now in this case, this data was created specifically for Go Markets. So you just need to know that if the data you're using is GMT time, or if it's specific for the platform you're importing the data for. If it's specific for the platform, you can leave that as 0 and not worry about it. And you just go ahead and click OK. And again, this usually might take a minute or two to load all the data. And you can scroll down to the bottom here. Still loading. And at the bottom here we have going back to November 1st, 2008. Okay, so we're going to close that. We just want to verify we have the data in our, there's November 2008. And if we go to the front, the last bit of data we have is October 25th. Sometimes you might see a gap from September 29th, which was the last day in this data set, and whatever your current data is. If that ever happens, you can just right click, do refresh, and it'll gather all the data that you don't yet have and fill in the gap. And that's how you import the data.